achieve here?
Okay, I think some of the biggest values that I've achieved here, I think starting from the first one, I think it would really be loving myself even more. Yeah, so I think as we sit through a lot of challenges and all that, we all will know that time after time, it depends on what we remind ourselves, right? So, every single time when we face challenges, it's either you remind yourself that you're not good enough, right? Or you remind yourself that, you're given another opportunity to grow. And, when I come to success together, I'm always reminded, right, that a lot of the things that, I would rather say it's not just failure, right? It's really just a feedback for you to really get better, right? And I think, I wouldn't have such a mindset, right, if I weren't, in such an environment, right, that keeps reminding me of this, right? And I'm very thankful because I think I used to be someone that operates out of responsibility, right? So if you operate out of responsibility, you probably can deliver, but you don't deliver with the kind of emotion and energy, right, that you're supposed to deliver. Yeah, you just get the job done and that's it, right? But I'm very grateful for this environment because I think, like last year when I was going through all of the challenges and all that, right, I was still here, right, and I still had to play my role, to be an MC. I still had to dance and all that, and I felt that, many people would think that like, oh, because you are responsible, that's why you get it done. But no, right? It's really because of the environment, right? And the brothers and the sisters here, and the friends that you get to meet here, right? They encourage me, right? They encourage me, they believe in me, they always look at me, they say that, you can do it, you can do it. How many times do you go to an environment, right, and then you are reminded that you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, right? I don't think that, we get this kind of reminders, right? In fact, this is something that, I've learned, right, to love myself even more, and I think not leaving it to chance means not leaving it to just waiting for the environment to influence me, but I think I bring this back with myself, right, and keep telling myself that, that's really how I can start to love myself even more, right? And I think the next most important value that I've taken away, right, is also the freedom of choice. Yeah, and I think, for someone who is 28, right, I can very, very safely and securely say, right, that at least I'm very clear, right, with what I want, right, for the next 80 years of my life. Yeah, so that is something that I think Success Together has created, right, and that is the biggest value that I feel gives me the assurance, right, that I do have that freedom of choice, right, when I'm here. Yeah, and it's something that, I think it's a lot of assurance because I've met a lot of friends in this juncture 28, actually they're looking for career switch, right, and a lot of them are very worried. Right, a lot of them are thinking that like if I were to quit today, will I be able to find a job? Right? Will I be able to, to stay relevant? Will my next boss like me? Will my manager like me? Will my colleagues in the pantry that I meet and gossip about be the same kind of colleagues? Right? And I think there's a lot of all these worries, but I feel that, I'm blessed because I don't have to worry about such things. And I think the value where it comes in for the freedom of choice that I have is really, I feel that freedom, right, is really not just being able to say yes to the things that you want to do, but also being able to say no to the things that you really don't want to do, right? And I think that's really freedom, right? And I feel that one thing that I had taken away, and is one of my biggest values, I think there were many instances, but I just wanted to use one of these instances, right, to share with everyone. Yeah, I think it's really being there for family. Yeah, I think there was this one time where, I'm very close to my father's side of the family, right? So we often go there every single week. So there was once, I was over at my grandma's place, and everyone else was working, right? And I